The cliche goes that first impressions are the most important, but most of us know better. Endings stick with us long after the final curtain has dropped, and if neglected can leave one hell of a bad taste in your mouth. I'm looking at you, Halo 2. On the other hand, an ending done well can be the proverbial cherry on the storyline cake, leaving you tearful, terrified, or in some cases, absolutely gobsmacked. It's hard to know exactly what to say about a set of video game finales that left us with absolutely nothing to say, but I'll do my best. I'm Peter from WhatCulture.com, and here are 7 unforgettable video game endings that left you totally speechless. Spoilers, obviously. Number 7, Final Fantasy X. Remember in Terminator 2 when they're melting all that Skynet stuff and then Arnie's like, "No, there's one more chip." Nothing brings you crashing down to earth quite like the realization that the hero you follow through an epic adventure is not long for this world, and that's exactly what we had to deal with at the end of Final Fantasy X. As Tidus begins to dematerialise, we're fed a bittersweet cocktail of tears, jubilation, love and heartbreak, all presented with stunning visuals for the time. How could we possibly have had anything to say in a moment when we didn't even know how we felt? To have any hope of expressing all the emotions that come with this ending would require having more faces than Bartandalus. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. An ending doesn't always have to blow our minds to leave us speechless. Sometimes it's enough that we simply don't want to miss anything. See Ocarina of Time. With Ganondorf defeated, Princess Zelda is pretty chuffed to say the least and tells Link that she wants to make it up to him. No, get your minds out of the gutter. Look at that, it's rated E for everyone. Instead, she sends our hero back to the past, and as the credits roll, we're greeted by all the characters and locations we've encountered throughout the game in a heartwarming montage. Very much a continual sequence of blink and you'll miss it shots. You won't hear a peep out of anyone watching these credits for the first time, and probably not the 100th either. Number 5, Spec Ops: The Line. The ending of Spec Ops: The Line hits hard, really hard. There are actually 4 different trippy as hell ways that the game can finish, but all of them present you with the same crushing realisation. You committed horrific acts throughout the campaign and your attempts to rationalise them were largely delusional. What happened here was out of my control, you say. None of this would have happened if you just stopped, comes the rebuttal. Spec Ops: The Line confronts you with the hugely complex battles that many real-life soldiers have fought not out in the field, but within their own heads. Thinking about the awful things you did and how you somehow justified them to yourself is like being punched in the face by Stan Milgram. Shout out to anyone who understands my obscure references to pop psychology. Number 4, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Half-Life is probably one of the most famous game franchises of modern times, not least because of fans' insatiable and unquiet desire for the 3rd installment. And one of the many reasons why players are positively chomping at the bit for a sequel is because of where Episode 2 left us. Alex and Gordon escape City 17, launch the rocket, close the portal, and then Eli gets killed by an advisor, fade to black. That's it. It's very endearing when Dog leaps in to save you at the last minute, but ending everything with a shot of Alex just cradling her dead father as the music swells, that's cold, Valve. Too cold. Number 3, Batman: Arkham City. Batman and the Joker, locked in eternal struggle since the 1940s. He won't kill him because he thinks it's hilarious, and he won't kill him because he's an all-round decent bloke. So when the Clown Prince of Crime stabs Bats in the shoulder, causing him to drop the antidote to a poison currently coursing through the Joker's veins, we knew something was very wrong. As the Joker coughs and splutters while Batman explains that he was genuinely going to hand over the vial, we wait patiently for some kind of game changer to come in and save the guy that we all love to hate. But it never comes. The Joker, amused by the irony, has the last laugh and finally goes still. What happened? Demands Commissioner Gordon as Batman brings out the Joker's corpse. It's the question on everyone's mind, but our hero remains as silent as the speechless players watching it all unfold. Number 2, Red Dead Redemption. The ending of Red Dead Redemption was unexpected. Thanks to the betrayal of a government agent, a posse of men turned up armed to the teeth to take out John Marston. John Bulletproof Marston. John, you can literally shoot me in the stomach 10 minutes into the game and I'll be back on my feet a few days later. Marston. Ain't no stopping him. Oh shit. How many rounds in this thing? Wow. I'm not sure Bonnie's going to be able to patch this one up. As if fans weren't blindsided enough by this sequence of events, they then found themselves in control of John's son, out to avenge his father's death. It's certainly not the conclusion any of us were expecting, and after seeing the character we devoted countless hours to filled with a dozen rounds, everyone was positively dumbstruck. And number 1, BioShock. BioShock was an absolute joy to play, a rich tapestry of quirky characters, beautiful locations, and enthralling story progression. Your charming Irish buddy Atlas walks you through what I think is a pretty daunting locale, and I went to school in Oldham. Oh, what a lovely voice. What a lovely man. Except he's actually organised criminal Frank Fontaine and has been controlling you throughout the entire game by way of genetic conditioning. Turns out that what you assume to be nothing more than a turn of phrase favoured by Atlas has actually been compelling you to obey all commands preceding it.
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it?
It was a revelation that left us all completely stupefied, and to this day, developers are striving to come up with a twist as memorable as this one. And that's our list. Now what do we miss? Bioshock Infinite, Portal 2, Shadow of the Colossus. Let us know your favourites in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here and What Culture Gaming on Facebook here. I'm Peter from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.